Hi. Today we will see how deadlock problem may occur while using the semaphore variables. Okay. So today we will see one typical problem which is very famous, and here you see a deadlock problem will occur. Let's see how. Here you can see that I have written the code. Here you can see that I have used the two mutex variables p and q. So two mutex variables have been used here. So suppose there are two processes, okay, process P1 and process P2. Both these processes want to enter inside the critical section. Fine. And also the semaphore variable, that is P and Q, both are initialized as 1. Actually, these semaphore variables are mutexes, that is binary semaphore. Okay. So here P and Q both are mutex variable, okay, or you can call it as binary semaphore. Fine. And both are initialized as 1, okay. So both P and Q both are initialized as 1. So let's see how deadlock problem will happen here. Okay, suppose P1, CPU is given to P1 and P1 will try to enter into the critical section. Okay, so for that P1 will run this code, okay, and P2 will run this code. Fine. So now P1 tries. So here you can see there is a wait operation. So P1 will execute this code. Okay. So here you can see that entry, it is an entry section. Okay. Above the critical section, here we have the entry section, and below the critical section it's a remainder section, and same for this side also. Fine. So now P2, P1 tries to enter into the critical section. So P1 will see that the value of P is 1. Okay. So P1 will make it as 0. Fine. And now P1 comes here. Okay. Here. Fine. So, yeah. So now, yeah. So now P1 will execute this line, wait of Q. Okay. So Q is equal to 1. So now P1 will make it as 0. And now P1 is ultimately inside the critical section. Okay. So at this time, if P2 tries to enter the critical section, then definitely P2 won't get the success. Why? Because here we can see that Q is 0. Okay. So Q is 0, and moreover Q is a mutex variable. So what does mutex variable do? If the mutex variable is 0, then it will not let the process to enter into the critical section. So here if P2 tries, so since Q is equal to 0, so P2 will not uh, P2 will not come at this point. Okay. So now P1 is inside the critical section. Fine. So now P1 will, suppose the task of P1 is over and now P1 comes out from the critical section. So now P1 will run this code, signal of P. So it means what? Now P1 is running this code. P1 is here, signal of P means what? Now the value of P will become 1. Okay. P1 is giving the signal to this mutex variable. Okay. So now the value of P has become 1. Fine. Now after that, P1 will come to this line. Fine. Now P1 will execute this signal of Q. So Q will become 1. Ultimately, since the Q has become 1 and now P1 is out. Since the Q has become 1, so now P2 can enter into the critical section. How? Thereby making the value of Q and P as 0. Here you see, if P2 will try to enter the critical section, P2 will run this line. Okay. So since the value of Q is 1, so definitely P2 will come here, thereby making it as 0. Fine. And after that, since the value of P is 1, so now P2 will enter the critical section, thereby making the value of P as 0. Fine. And after that, if the task is over, then P2 will run these codes. Okay. So here we can see that, excuse me. So here we can see that everything is fine. Deadlock has not yet happened. Okay. Let's discuss another case. So now suppose let's start from the beginning. Now suppose here you see P and Q. Both are 0, both are 1. Okay. So suppose if P1 tries to enter the critical section. Fine. So now P1 will make this as 0. Okay. So after that, P1 will come here. Fine. So now suppose, yeah, and also suppose at this point, okay, context switching is happened and CPU is given to process P2. So P2 will run this code. Okay. So in order to enter the critical section, now P2 will run wait of Q. Since Q is 1, so definitely P2 will come here, thereby making the value of Q as 0. Okay. So at this point, if P2 runs this code, if P2 executes this line, wait of P, then what will happen? Here we can see that the value of P is 0. Okay, the value of P is 0. So definitely P2 will get blocked, because if the value of P is 0, then it means what? It will not allow P2 to come here. It will not allow P2 to come to the critical section. Fine. And now again context switching happened. CPU is given to process P1. So now P1 will run this line. Okay, because P1 has already executed this line. Now P1 will execute this line. And now since the value of Q is 0, so P1 will also get blocked. Okay. So actually, here we can say that the deadlock problem has happened. Okay. So it's a clear case of deadlock. How? Because here you see both the processes are locked at their respective region, and both the process couldn't access the critical section. They got blocked in the entry section. Okay. These are the entry section. Both the process has been blocked here. Okay. Both the process can't get the entry inside the critical section. So here you notice one thing, everything was fine when process P1 fully completed these codes. After that, if the CPU was given to process P2, then everything was fine. Then there was no deadlock. But when the context switching happened, then the problem arisen. Here you see how I already told you that after executing this point, when P2 came here, and before after executing this line, when P1 came here, and before P1 could execute this line, the context switching happened, and after that P2 executed this line. Okay, P2 came here, and before P2 came here, and even if P2 wanted to execute this line, okay, then P2 got blocked. How? Because the value of P was made 0 by P1, and also here P1 is blocked. How? Because the value of Q is made 0 by P2. Okay, so this is a clear case of deadlock while using semaphore. Okay, so here in order to overcome this problem, what if we swap these two lines? Okay, so let's see what will happen. So for the time being, you should understand that it's a clear case of deadlock. Here PQ QP. Okay, just remember this. If a code is written like this, then it's a clear case of deadlock. Fine. So now suppose if the code is swapped, suppose here I am writing, here is suppose weight P and here I am writing weight Q. Let's check whether there is deadlock or not. Let's see. Both are initialized as 1, P and Q. So suppose P1 tries, so P1 will execute this weight P. Now P will become 0. So P1 comes here. Fine. So suppose context switching happened at this point, and now CPU is given to process P2. Okay. So process P2, in order to get the entry inside the critical section, process P2 will execute this line. Fine. So let's see. So here you see the value of P is 0. Okay. Since the value of P is 0, so process P2 can't come here. Okay. It will not let process P2 to come here. Fine. So here process P2 is blocked on weight P. Why? Because the value of P is 0. Now again the context switching happened, and now again CPU is given to process P1. So now process P1 will execute this line, that is weight of Q. Okay. So now process P1 will come here, thereby making the value of Q as 0. Fine. Okay. So P1 is inside the critical section. So now, if the task of process P1 is over, okay, so P1 will definitely run this signal of P. So since P1 has executed this line, so signal of P means what? Now again the value of P will become 1. Fine. So if the value of P has become 1, so now P2 can execute this code. Okay, because the value of P has become 1, so P2 will come here. P2 will come here, thereby making the value of P as 0. Fine. But still P2 can't get the entry inside the critical section. Why? Because in order to get the entry inside the critical section, P2 has to execute this code, and since the value of Q is still 0, so P2 will be blocked here again. Okay. But still there is no problem, because if context switching will happen, and now CPU is given to process P1, so process P1 has already executed this line, so now process P1 will execute this line. Okay. And now here you see it is signal of Q. Signal of Q means what? Now the Q value will again become 1. Since Q value has again become 1, so now P2 will enter the critical section, thereby making the value of Q as 0. Okay. So here so in this case there is no possibility of deadlock at all. But in the previous case, when PQ and QP situation was there, then there was deadlock. But in this case, PQ, there will be no deadlock at all. So it's a very important concept. Okay. So you should understand it. So this was all about the deadlock problem that may arise while using semaphore variables. Okay. So we will discuss some problems on this. Okay. Thank you.